Welcome all my aliens, apes, and zombies. Digging into some more Legos here. As you can see, I got BB-8. We're going to be talking about set 75201. As you can see, it's like an AT-AT there. Beginning phases of it without the head assembly on it. We're also going to be looking at 75208, Yoda's hut. What else we're going to look into? We're going to look into Lego set 75283, where we got Ahsoka, a battle droid. And also the second one we're going to dig into is this Jedi battle pack 75206. So without further ado, let's dive right on into it, my friends.
23, 69, 23, 69. We are in the Novoverse. Novoverse. We are in the
That's right. We are live in the Novoverse. Wanted to get that up and going right now. You could retweet at CryptoNovo. We are also live in, I'm checking, should be live in, which we are in YouTube. And we are live also in Twitch for everyone looking in live. Hi, welcome. Hope everyone's well. And also on LinkedIn. All of those are live action. So please like, subscribe, all those good and wonderful things. We're going to dive into set 75201. And in this first order, ATST, I think I call it an AT-AT before, but it's an ATST. It's smaller. It's two-legged one. We got Captain Phasma here with a significant colored blaster. It's more of a gray blaster than compared to the normal Lego black blasters that you normally see. And the other ones, we also have BB-8. But what we are doing today is we are actually deconstructing these Legos. So if you watch my prior videos, we are taking them apart. So this looks like it's a 3-bag process. I'll get bag number 1 right here. And we are dividing these things up so they are fun to build later on. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please make sure you post those in the comments anywhere. You can post them on Twitch. You can post them on YouTube, and you can also post them on Twitter. Sorry, I was getting mixed up. I was going to try to say X and TikTok, which we are not live in TikTok. So here's bag 3 of 3. We'll grab our Sharpie, not sponsored by Sharpie, but we will be talking about these Sharpie visits every once in a while. So this is 3 of 3 for this particular bag. And as you can see, we have the red blaster piece, which they always warn you, don't shoot your eyes out, kid. Who I wonder what's been more responsible for hurting for eye injuries, Red Riders or Legos? So now we have these side pieces, which I don't really see right here. Oh, here they are. These 2 side pieces on the legs, on the leg assembly. It's taken apart. My legs are actually kicking up right now in my AR filter as I'm talking about legs. I'm not doing that on purpose. It's just what's actually just happening. It's checking my arms as feet or something. Who knows? So we will take apart a couple more pieces right here. And we also have these long legs. Taking apart these 2 pieces. Thinking about in my streams in the future is to have this all, look at these little thin pins, is to have, oh, there's the thin pin right there. And also, I think it was an aesthetic piece. All right. Well, I'm missing a hinge piece. I don't know where it is right now. We usually come across these pieces as we dissect them a little bit further. We're on to steps 107, just like the 7th and the 107th. You got those two. We'll separate these. Thanks for the 20 viewers already tuning in live action. We are deconstructing Legos here to make more enjoyment later on. Here are these two small pieces that actually hinge on to the body frame of this particular ATST. First order ATST, if you remember, in this particular movie, we had a lot of shenanigans with BB-8 actually kind of like taking control of this, taking control of, this might be being a little bit more difficult, taking control of this particular ATST unit. This one, let's see if we can push out here. It's kind of pushing out, not really. Maybe it's just better if I just pull it apart. I think that's, and then that's the press protocol. These are kind of, these pins were a little bit more difficult to pull out of there, as you can see. Giving this a pretty good yank. There's a couple of them in a row. Maybe if I'm going to pull it part closer to the chest, see if I can pull them out that way. Get better leverage here. I'm sorry I'm out of camera. Oh boy, these are darn difficult to separate. Separating them very gently, not to break these pins off. Woo, that was a little difficult getting these three off, and we have three on the other side here. So you saw it took a couple seconds to get those separated from each other. These three right here. Give myself some more room to work with here. But to work those separate apart from each other, did take a little working back and forth. And of course, second time through, at least one of these were a little bit easier. 1, 2. The third one is buried in here. In this joint, is it? Yeah, it is. So how do I get that out before? Trying to live stream pulling this one out. It's getting difficult, so we'll just have to use a tool to get in there and kind of separate it a little bit there. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Woo, that was difficult, but we prevailed. We're only on step 104 out of all that. We have the 4, which I'm not seeing here. A 3 and a 4. So 1, 2, 3. Found a 3. Found another 3. Get those in the bag. Oh, those are 5 bangers. So we can find the 5 bangers. There's a 1 5 banger. Here's the other one. We'll keep the blues in there. Going on to more of the feet of the operation here. Clean some of this up. All right. And we're looking at, looks like these, no, not those elbows. Let's see, where are these? These pieces right here. For step 102, going in, we're on page 63. We got taken off some of the aesthetic pieces for step number 100. And then also 101. Looks like some of those are off. 101, we'll take that off. And this. So we'll take some of those off. There's another 5 banger. Might be in the wrong bag, but it's going in now at this point. Separate some of these things. So we're trying to get everything here in the proper bag, which is bag 3 of 3 of set 75-201, which is an AT-ST. Got the 5 bangers in there. We're slowly taking apart this leg assembly. And I'm safe to say that this leg assembly, I'm just going to start ripping it apart, is just both the legs right and left. Hinge and up, scrolling up, see the base plate pin for both of them. And that will be bag number 5 or 3 of 3. So instead of slow playing this, I'll give you with a nice little picture here of this is actually just one large piece, the foot. They put a couple pieces in there. So I got the foot. Got the larger pieces there. A couple hinge pieces so the foot can go up and down. Here's like the bottom of the foot. And slowly, there it goes. And there's BB-8. We'll keep the minifigures all in bag 1. That's what I'll do with. Been trying to do with most of them. Going to bag 75, 201, 2 of 3. Take a look at BB-8 since he was in that one. We'll wait for that. Till the end. So it looks like we have the front housing compartment of the AT-ST right here. Maybe not so much housing compartment, but here's the blaster assembly right here. That is going to go into bag 2 of 3, which we just got. That's probably a good time stamp for post video. Found a couple extra pieces that need to find a home out of the way. So this first piece part here, move this label so you guys can see better. Part 61. Feel free to drop anything in the comments or captions, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible on those. But right now we're taking apart a set with the 2 blasters in the front. The orange things or the red things go in those front 2 places. So you can shoot your enemies, your opponents. Captain Phasma. BB-8 was driving around in this at one particular point in the movies as well. We're going to move over to step 50 in the back. Let's see. Step 50 is this back piece. So good thing we're taking this off slowly, pieces at a time, so you can get it out of the way and store it up. There's steps 49 and such. Some more back pieces here. A back circle with a circle hole. And we also have steps. It's a gear assembly, so well, it's walking or moving. I don't know what it does. I forget. But we'll get my tool here. Push it through. It's coming a little bit better on the bottom side. Pull it all the way through. Got a little bit more of the assembly taken apart. That's step 45, if you can see in the up corners. Let me flip it over to the bottom. One of these, it looks like this. Taking apart this is little assembly unit. Take the pin out. This is all going to go into bag 2. This is cool, little piece right there. Has like a targeting system on it. Let's see who's on there. Can you tell? No, it doesn't really show. Some of them show like the AT-AT legs if you're in the snow speeder, per se. And on that computer screen, it will show the. It will actually show that. So we're kind of just sawing apart here, taking apart these pieces. It's kind of a cool assembly. This is a cool color. A little bit next to that red piece. We'll leave this piece, those two pieces together. And we'll just swoop in, grab these, and get these in the bag. And out of the way, as you can see, this is steps 40. Going down, counting down, because we do this all backwards. Doing everything backwards here. All right. Now we're on to this particular piece unit, starting at 42. And we'll take, there's another minifigure run into the mix. Oh, so that is the completion of bag 2 of 3. And now we're on to the final bag here in set 75 201. Let's make that a better 5. And then we're 1 of 3. The reason I'm doing that, so when we build them, and then it's like, oh, dump out bag 2 of 3, dump out bag this of that, then we're good to go. So I'll take off these bottom pieces, flip it over to the tops just to some of these aesthetic pieces. I don't even know if I'll be able to get these pieces off. Maybe we'll just leave those in there. These two little buttons, the right and the left. They're not going easily, that's for sure. Let's get those small ones right in the bag right now. A couple other pieces that were kind of sitting here on the side on the fringe. All right, we're on step 20, so there's a couple more ways to go here. It looks like these top pieces are going to be a little bit more difficult to take off. It's because there's all the flat ones laid on top of other flat ones. So it's time to get the tool out here, see what we can pull off. It's tough. Whoop. Got one little piece off. There we go. Now these pieces will be able to get free a little bit easier. It's like doing a reverse puzzle at times. If you've ever putting a puzzle together, which I'm sure you've done a Lego, you've probably done a couple puzzles in your time. You got to get them off in the proper order. Otherwise, the puzzle won't go together. But the same thing's the Lego here. If these do not get taken apart in the proper order, then I'm just going to have difficulties later trying to get them to come free. Looks like I'm stuck in a couple areas right here. But that's why they have a Lego tool. And this big bottom piece, let's see how we can get in here. There's a little gap. So all it needs is a little area, and then we can maybe start prying a couple of these bigger pieces apart from each other. There's a gear assembly piece. So that's probably the whole reason I'm having a problem. So I should probably follow the instructions. I could have probably taken that out. A lot of these pieces would have came apart. So I guess that's the point of the episode here, is just read the instructions, and which I'm still not doing at this point, but read the instructions. You can see how you can take apart these pieces probably a a little bit easier than I've been showing you here. Talking about it being a puzzle, I mean, you have to take off the top piece to get to the bottom piece, to get this piece apart, to separate these two, to get that piece to fall out of there. So it's the moral of the story out of bag number 1, set 75 201. And yeah, that was almost a full disassemble of a pretty cool set here. Captain Phasma, we got BB-8. I got the names of the other troopers here. And then we have this stand, which is probably the first part of it. Usually they set you off with like a sweet minifigure or two to get your appetite up and running. This is the gears or the levy system to go up and down on the platform, which you just saw me take apart a second ago. I'll take this apart right now. But this is steps 1 through 5 here in the beginning. Of course, they give you Captain Phasma to wet the whistle. Pretty cool minifigure, to say the least. One of the reasons why I remember buying this particular set. One had BB-8's, which I didn't have one of those at the time, or Captain Phasma. So I decided to use that money to buy a Lego, but chances are it's like the kids probably ended up getting it out of a birthday present or something. Bolted up, and here I am taking it apart. Live action right in front of you. As you can see, we are done with this particular set. We'll take the minifigures. We'll put them in also bag 1. All of them. I know there are a couple ones that are a little bit different. But first we'll take a gander at like what BB-8's might generally go for here. Pretty common figure. Nothing too different about it. Anywhere between $3 and $4. Captain Phasma right here. This is a $35 to $44 Lego, at least according to this particular website that I'm on right here. No affiliation with anything. First Order Officer disguise. So that is $5 to about $6. And then is it Rose? That was her name. Rose. I like that one. That was a pretty cool one. Rose, significant hat there, anywhere between $5 and $6.50. Once again, that was set 7521. We're going to go on to set 75 206. So we're kind of going in numeric order here. One, to keep my sanity, but 2, that's just how the things are organized. I want to wave again to all the aliens, apes, and zombies out there in Legoland. 37 viewers right now, which I like, so please keep on it, and you can like and return and subscribe. And all right, we have another Lego set flying in right here. This is the Jedi. This is the Jedi Battle Pack, and it comes with 2 Clone 1 Stormtroopers, different leggings on the bottom, and then also 2 Jedis right there. These also need to get deconstructed. Here we go. We're going to start taking these apart because as you can see, they are built, but I want to take them down to make them a little bit smaller in size so I can kind of fit more within the collection here. So this one is Kai Adi Mandi. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And then Bara Safi right here. And these particular sets, there's not too many pieces to it, so we are just going to saw through these just real quick, taking them apart, almost like if they got disintegrated in the atmosphere of your favorite planets. Please put those favorite planets either in the US. Yes, in the US. There's planets in the US. Earth to CryptoNovo. Please put your favorite planets in our galaxy or another galaxy in a far, far place in the comments below. And just to create some interaction and engagement. But these particular sets, because I do have 2 of them, we're going to get just taken apart pretty quickly here. And we'll see if there's any tool that can help with the disassembly. But right now, the best tool is using my fingers. There goes the wings on the back. I remember this being, or I don't remember, this is a cool set because, you get 4 minifigures in the set. You also get 2, you get 2 Jedis, and, the swords are pretty wicked as well, and a ship. So, I mean, anytime you're going to load down some money on Legos, sometimes it's tough if you just get like 1 minifigure and a ship. This one has 4 minifigures, including some Jedis, including some clones. And here it is. They're all getting disassembled. They're getting unbuilt, debuilt, however you want to say. They're going to go away for today. And lucky for you viewers watching at home, looky, there's another bin of them right here. So I'll take these out. Same thing. They will be decommissioned. This is set 75206, reporting for final duty. This guy's double blasters. He's not going out without a blast and fight. So we'll leave the minifigures to look at the end to see. I don't even know what this set cost originally back in the day. It doesn't seem like it was a whole ton of parts. Sometimes that's how they base the prices of these sets on, is how many Lego pieces are in the particular set. This one didn't seem like there's too many. I don't know the exact count. You can look that up. A lot of you probably know it off the top of your heads if you're tuning in, if you're big Lego fans, or if you're big Star Wars fans and have no clue about how many pieces are in a Lego, just watching things get deconstructed. Cool. I'm all about it. Just giving me that like, that subscribe, hit that button, pepper it up. Any comments, feel free. Because we're on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and on Twitter, all live right now. And if you're watching record, give a thumbs up. So we're going to go in and look at the first. We have 2 of these clones. The face right there, Clone Trooper Phase 1. As you can see, they have the printed pants, scowls on their faces. Those are, those are $8 to $12. That's crazy. Those are $8 to $12 a piece. This one with the printed legs, I do $14 to $17. And then finally, I thought she would have been a little bit more because she has a cape. But I guess, the legs are pretty common, I guess. They didn't put any print on them. I guess you can pick them up from any other set, but anywhere between $7 and $9. And that is your double feature today, 7506. We're going to go on to our next set here, and that is Yoda's Hut, one of my favorite sets. And I know I bought this one because it is one of my favorite sets. It's like the Dagobah system. We got Yoda right here. We have Luke, so you can just toss him on his backpack, go for a run if you want to run around the block. Then also a dirty, that's right, a dirty Yoda, a dirty, not a Yoda, a dirty R2-D2. So we will take that out of here. Here it is, the set, as I have it in these storage bins. I'll pull that out, probably built it once, probably put it back in here. So then, you can play with it again. You don't have to like totally fully build it if you didn't want to. So a lot of these pieces that are in there, I'm just going to pour in a bag right now. I don't know if this is the proper bag. I'm sure there's more than one bag for this particular set. But for the time being, they're all going to go into one happy family. And that happy family is going to be in one bag. So this has 2 bags in it. Since this is kind of the smaller swag bag towards the thing, I'll keep my I'll keep this one out as bag 1 of 2. Gotta write a little bit better here. I'm rushing through these. Let's see what's up to my 37 watchers. If you're watching right now, thank you. If you're watching later, thank you also. This is set 75208, and this will be bag 2 of 2 because we are going in reverse and actually taking this set apart. So where does bag 2 start? I think I might have even passed it already. Bags 2, because I think they have to do like the main base plates with like maybe the bed or something on it. Let's see. There it is, bag 2. So it's almost everything down. We're taking apart this main base plate. There's a table. There's Yoda's bed. There's, I don't know, food storage containers. There's his PlayStation 18. So all this stuff is taken off. Clean surface, as we can see, getting down to, we're even worse than what it is. So all of this stuff right here is going to be in bag 2. So we're just going to take this apart real quick. And it will be kind of cool to watch this in rewind, or reverse rather, and seeing it like get built. Maybe that's what we'll do in the next couple videos here. As you can see, I've been trying to saw through the 7500s of the Lego collections in my first set of videos here. A lot of these were built, remain built because, isn't that cute? A little bed for Yoda. Man, let me take a nap. Man, Yoda being all those years, he probably didn't even really nap. He probably just needed to like turn his brain off because he just heard so much out there in his mind. So sometimes it's easy to turn off the mind, and that's kind of what I'm doing now, is turning off my mind and just disassembling Legos. I mean, building them up and taking them down is all part of the fun of it, at least for me. Maybe anything's better than stepping on them barefoot on the ground, especially if it's like a wooden floor or something like that where there's no cushion. That Lego really sinks into the old bottom of the foot. So that's a tough one. So here is bag 2 of 2 from Yoda's Hut. There's another epic one with the Yoda's Hut, and it has the X-Wing there in the Dagobah swamp, and a lot of seaweed on Yoda's Hut. There is some seaweed on this hut as well, but they had tons of seaweed on the X-Wing in that other set. So we're going to be going on to bag number 1 here of 2 for it. You can see there's some playable interaction with some hinge joints on it. Makes always the Legoing fun. Can you do Legoing? Is that what the term is? All right, so this seems like it's going to be almost top down. Use my tool here to take off some of these top pieces. And then I can just separate them here. hinge that. Let's see if we can get a hinge over here, hinge over there, hinge everywhere. So using the leverage of the tool to get these things all separated. So I'll get all these green pieces out. This green piece out. Get these side pieces up and add them. Oh boy, that doesn't want to move. This curved brown piece was a little bit of a one that you had to use a different angle to get separated. So swooping these in, go down to this majority part piece of pulling up Yoda's floorboards here, seeing if he has any gold. But I guess you probably don't need anything. You can just use the Jedi Mind unless you're dealing with a really lower life form or like the Hutts. I guess you can't usually Jedi Mind the Hutts. Oh, there's a separation piece. Let's see what we can do with this. Looks like another one of Yoda's bed teeter tots. But not around here. We're taking off of that. We'll give R2-D2 a rest there. You can charge his or her batteries or its batteries. All right. The last couple moves here before Yoda's hut is disassembled, deconstructed, taken apart. Drop the piece on the ground, which I'd probably do every episode. One, I know I have one that's still stuck well behind the counter. Oh, there we go. There's the second one. But as long as I find them real quick, toss them right in the bag. There's the dirty R2-D2 for a little bit closer look of this set, Yoda's Hut, which is in 2018. This one is about a $5 piece of plastic, as some would say. Luke Skywalker with kind of the sleeveless shirt. I don't know if you're allowed to use Dago tee, but I guess I just did. Let me know if that's improper, but that's $7 to $9. And then Yoda, that right now he's on the backpack, but you don't have to have him on that backpack. I'm just going to keep him on there because I think it's cool. He is about $10, $11. So I mean that's pretty cool. I like that set a lot. A couple of sets, like I try to get all the X-Wing sets. I try to get all the Snowspeeder sets. This set, Akira was in it, so I got it $75 to $83. There is 3 bags in this set. Comes with 4 minifigures, and I'll pull it out right here. There's this. Jordan said, "Oh, this has a good number of pieces in it." Pull out these minifigures. Give her double sabers. I think I upgraded that Stormtrooper's blaster just because it's fun with spare pieces. And off we go. So these are 3. This is an old bag that isn't labeled, so I will just use it. I mean, it's a little bit more crummier than maybe the newer bags, but it's just holding Legos, so no one will see. And this is bag 3 of 3, which I just labeled. And where do we start here? Where does this thing come between 2s and 3s on the baggage? All right, so step 100 there. We'll keep on going. So it looks like the top, maybe the top cannon sector is a bag, and then the battle droids. So yeah, this top cannon right here is a bag. So we'll move one piece out of the way. I don't think that's part of it. We'll keep that in the frame because it's kind of cool piece. I don't know, this antenna is a part of it. Yeah, it does. It looks like it is. So this long cannon piece will be no longer. There we go. That was a whole bunch of pieces that just slid right apart. As far as the cannon was attached, the barrel of the cannon. You know, sometimes they leave the littler pieces on, but sometimes they just crumble off real easily. So we'll get the crumble going. We'll try to start from the bottom up on this particular one. See how far we can get. Since that bottom base plate was pretty easy to remove. And starting to fall apart a little bit here. Just disintegrating underneath the lack of a bottom plate structure. See, these are just connected right there on the sides. Which makes for a cool building when you're actually building the Lego. And that all has to come into play when they think about building these things. Is look at this. I mean, how you have to find the separation angle piece to make it fit on the 3, so then it goes sideways. They can get boring with it and just have it go, wah, but they don't. They try to figure out the best sketch imitation for it. So here's bag 3 of 3. Oh wait, I just noticed. Is that like a? I just noticed. Is that a Harry Potter figure that got tossed in this bag? And not this drone, because look at the drone has it's supposed to go with 2 drones. Is there a drone in here or something? Let's see. Oh, looky. So I don't know. Is this a Harry Potter figure? Please let me know if you know what figure that's from. Lost and found figure. We'll put him over here on the side. You'll see him later in the videos, possibly. All right, so bag 3 of 3 is done. They do have these 2 clones, which we'll take a gander at in a couple minutes. But the next part of this ship, let's see, it goes from move 69 to move 30. And it goes almost all the way up to that wing right there. So it's almost all the outer aesthetic that is going to be removed on this particular bag. And this is the second bag. 2 of 3. 75 to 83. And this is the AAT, the Armored Assault Tank. And this AAT, what I have to do is I'm just going to take off these side cannons right here. Separate these, separate that. And then let's see this front. Even like all this top mounting pieces. All going to go. Oh, that's going to go as well. Side aesthetic pieces to make it look slick. Not so slick when they get removed. Just these side wings as well. And then this top part, we'll break it down to this. I do have some blasters in here. Let's see, I'll shoot it in my hand. Oh, there's the bottom one. Let's see if we got my finger there. The blaster is a button right here that goes up and down for the blaster. So I'll try to shoot the blaster in my hand when I push the button there. Boom, boom. We'll keep those aside. But this all looks like it's bag 2 stuff right here, which doesn't look like a lot. But that's the way that they say it is. That's the way the Lego crumbles. And a lot of it is like the top armor part of the shield for the tank. A couple arms for the tank here, as you can see. And looks like it is almost separated as I would like it. This will be bag 2 of 3. I guess I could have tossed out all in the other bag if I would have known it was, I don't know, maybe 50 pieces. There's 25 moves, 50 pieces. Highly technical stuff, I guess, since you're building armor plates on the side wall of a AA. I forgot what it's already called. AAT. An AAT. Yeah, maybe I didn't. Just wasn't confident in there. So, bag 2 of 3. If Ziploc wants to, sponsor, I'd be happy to use more Ziploc bags in the future. So feel free to hit me up. Zip to the lock. Here's the last parts of it. I thought that some of these parts would be in it. Cool computer assemblies, but we'll scrap the computers first. Let's see. This whole front part looks like it just disassembles. There's like a middle part. Let's see here. That's pretty neat how they put that together, how things are built. Oh, there's one of the larger pieces in the Lego collection. That's not a wheel, but just a straight block. Oh, that's actually fun to take apart. Only took a second. But we're unbuilding Legos here. This is the 4th set in a row that we hammered out in, how long? 45 minutes, so 10 minutes a set. These sets were built up. There's some glasses I'm just going to toss in there. We're on to the final bag number 1 out of all of this in this particular set. As you can see, all the fun stuff that it can bring. As far as 4 minifigures, 2 of which were battle droids. Put some colors on these ones for this particular era. The ones in the past, they either had different chest plates, maybe a paint stripe on the face or the head or helmet or whatever you call it for a droid. This one would be a head. And that, again, that kind of just separated pretty easily. Let's leave that piece together. It's pretty well jammed together. So all these pieces will get tossed into the bag. Right here, this almost looks like my CryptoPunk mouth is eating it. We'll go on to the minifigures here. And yeah, we'll probably take a break. Thinking about dicing these up, putting them in reverse view and reverse look. Here's Ahsoka. Dark blue, anywhere between $5 and $8, $7 and $8. Sorry. This clone trooper from the 101st is $12 to $14. It's pretty cool. I think I just modified this. And this droid is $2 or $3. And just want to say tune in the Twitter handle here because there's some fun content in there. It's pretty easy to do. Some CryptoPunk stuff, some other fun stuff that is in the world of cryptocurrency. If not, we just talk some Legos every now and then as well. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or ideas, always hit me up. You can hit me up in LinkedIn. You can hit me up in Twitch. You can hit me up in YouTube as well. We covered a lot today. Talked about a couple of my favorite sets, including straight out of Dagobah, Yoda's hut. So for all my aliens, apes, and zombies out there, watching, listening now, watching, listening later, stay positive and love life. Peace. I always got to time this up better. I always forget the outro music, as some would say. But if you're listening all the way here at the end, you watch this full video, thanks a ton. I appreciate it.
2369.
That's right. That's my Decentraland location. I wonder what those numbers are. All right. Have a good one. We are in the Novoverse. Novoverse. Yes, we are. And we're out too. Peace.